Good morning to you. In our local language, you say poisho.
Oyaure.
Mulibwanji.
Mambo vipi?
Yoga.
Msawa.
Oriena, habari yako?
Right now, I'm talking to you from home.
Currently, I'm at the office, though normally I work from home.
I'm still at Bunda right now at my apartment.
I'm working from Arusha. That is where our head office is.
I'm currently calling from outskirts of Rongo town.
I show you around. You see farms. That's my residential home. And that's also my small kitchen garden.
Outside you.
Yeah, here we are.
The pandemic has affected us in different ways.
You are quite restricted. You don't move around.
The students went home. The lecturers are undertaking online teaching.
Everybody is at home. Everyone is at home. So it's all about just being in one place, no moving anywhere.
But sometimes the situation is challenging.
It's quite hard to live with. You can't celebrate with those who are celebrating. You can't mourn with those who are mourning. So
it's fun at the same time. Also, it's very hard and difficult.
It's like a new experience.
It gives me more time.
There's nothing like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You come at the time you want.
I use much of my time to learn.
It's better because I can now concentrate more on my research.
Right now, we are not like working under any pressure or something. You're doing things in your own, like on your own.
Being like working in a relaxed mode, you actually achieve more than when you're on tension, left and right. They want a report, they want this data, analyze, they want that.
So it has changed a whole lot of how we do work.
Because now going to office is not like a must. You choose when to go and what to do.
You can have quality time with your family. You can listen to them during lunch break because you are with them there.
And also it's got its own challenges. There's a lot of distractions at home.
Number one is personal. I think I'm the major distraction.
My chicken. Sometimes when they make noise, I have to go and pick the eggs.
Food is a distraction.
The biggest one is the kids.
Mommy this, mommy that. Mommy, this one's pinching me, this one's doing...
Yeah, you find that you can't really concentrate and...
So long as you're at home, it is basically them, so you really don't have time.
I miss working from my office, sitting in my desk in the office and working throughout without any disturbance.
My staff in the office, we have been working as a team, but now I'm working alone. So that is one thing I miss.
I miss my students because, they were part of me. They were part of my genome.
I miss my classmates. We share a lot of things. We learn together. So that's the part I miss a lot.
I miss going to the field, as a researcher, having the conversation.
When you've encountered a problem with your studies, you consult. So it's like there's no space for consultation. Yeah, since my classmates and other colleagues are not around, it's just me in my house.
Another challenge of working from home is that you don't have access to peer review or sharing of what you are doing because you find you are taking longer doing something because you want it to be perfect, but you don't know to what extent is it acceptable.
There is a poor internet connectivity, so it again hinders what they can be able to do from home.
The major challenge is balancing, how to balance the office work and personal work. Balancing is very difficult.
One of the challenges, we have really very limited labor that we need to use in the field.
Now we cannot freely visit the groups because even in the villages there are restrictions from the local authorities. And what I feel about it is that we are accumulating work for the future, and it is a future that you don't know whether it is after 2 months or 3 months or 5 months. For now we can just wait.
So this one has already delayed also our three major activities: my studies, our endline survey, and our agroecological characterization. We are supposed to do this during this time.
Honestly, that has disrupted everything that we had planned.
We need now to start thinking the power of mobile phone so that we start to think of what would happen should we not be able to reach the farmers ourselves.
Technology, embracing technology is something that is it's becoming very important for every person. And what I'm wondering is how to bring in farmers into.
Probably we should invest more on IT, because right now you are caught flat-footed. So my advice is probably COP would consider technological applications that can be easily shared with the farmers that do not necessarily rely on internet.
Personally, I think when things go back to normal, these are things that we seriously need to talk about as an institution, as individual. We need to talk about plan B in case of if this happens, how are we going to prepare ourselves?
So even amidst this pandemic, there is always a way forward. Like you have to find ways of how to ensure that things keep going.
We have to have a changed mindset as we proceed with the work, and in future we know that any problem may arise that can cause trouble.
Not everything we plan to do can be done at a time. Sometimes we have to appreciate the presence of Almighty God.
I've learned something about discipline, self-discipline, and meeting deadlines and being focused.
It is also helping me to think critically, and even in future, I think I'll be able to learn, can I do without this?
The pandemic has given us opportunity to even understand some of this online communication, the ICT. I can now run a Zoom.
During this time, I can also say that I've been able to acquire some new skills.
The capacity to learn. I thought we have learned to the very high end, but now with the COVID, I have come to learn that I'm still very capable of learning many programs, and therefore I am happy about myself.
This pandemic has made me realize that really I need to seriously focus on my retirement. If the future will be like this after retirement, then I need to work on it seriously.
The first thing is, this pandemic taught me that maybe in a 20 something years of my living, I didn't know how to wash my hand. Maybe.
I think the next generation will be the most hygienic one.
I can say in one way or another, it has changed us the way we're living, and it has changed us the way we conduct our daily activities. So
it is teaching us a new lifestyle.
There are many plans coming into my mind in terms of also trying to look at my family. What are the objectives? What are the goals? How am I going to raise these young guys?
Pandemic has given me that chance to reflect on my personal life and work balance.
So I need to balance the three things. That is the work, the family, and the community.
There is nothing than health and protecting the ones we love.
Across the globe, we're all scared. We're wondering when we shall really come to the end with this pandemic. But all I can say is we've seen worse situations. So let's be patient. I believe it will come to an end.
It has brought about thinking about a world which is different from what we were used to. But I think it is possible to realign and live on and have an enjoyable life at the same time.